To invite you in the very good activity of OSAPs that we have started. The name of the activity is that you all know is Super Chat, and I welcome you all. And
Thank you, sir.
from my left, Mr. Imran Raimo is sitting here. Yes. And then Mr. Naresh Kumar Mali, and then Mr. Abdul Sattar Arisar. So you are the emerging stars of OSAPs and the present students of steps you are nowadays studying, and you all are two of the guys are studying in the intergrade, and one guy is I think is doing his graduation, Imran Raimo, and preparing to go in university life. Yes. So are you enjoying your time at OSAPs?
Yes, of course.
Okay, so I would like to remind you, and I would like to tell you something about this activity. The purpose of this activity actually to have a nice get together, and first of all I would like to ask that how much time you have spent over here at OSAPs, and are you enjoying and are you learning, and you have to share your experiences and your learning that you have with me, and I'm your teacher. And apart from this, that there are major three activities, and one is going on. This is the Smart Chat, and in the Smart Chat we have just a normal parlays, normal chatting that we are doing, and I would be asking some very simple questions about your past, that what were your experiences, and the next activity is super question and super answer. And from every individual I would be asking three questions, and these questions demand some explanation, like you have to give some explanatory answers, because when you will listen to these, you never know those questions, the question have been kept deliberately secret to you, and you have to think it, you have to ponder it first, and then you have to answer it. But you will be given some time, and you have to give as much good explanation as possible. So the name of that activity is super question versus super answer. And the third activity you might have seen, the super chat activity, super chat activity, yeah. And the third activity is rapid fire. So in the rapid fire, 10 questions would be asked from every individual, and there is also the minus marks in the rapid fire. So every activity has got some marks. Okay. So in the first activity of Smaart Chat, I would like to ask from all of you that how are you?
I'm feeling a little nervous, but not as much. But
nervous.
When I see my friends also looking very stern and very stiff, as though
no, they are looking fine. I think they are looking fine.
I'm fine.
Like they are watching horror movie, but this.
No, I am a horror.
No.
You are watching me right now.
They are nervous like that.
No, Mr. Naresh has to reach somewhere to his business. I think his father would be calling.
No, sir.
No? Is it not the son? Okay. So, Mr. Raimo, I would like to ask your experiences. I think you have not much spent time over here. How many months?
8 months I have spent there.
8 months is a good amount of time, I think. And in the 8 months you have learned you have reached to a stunning, I think, progress.
As much as I could, but I was not expecting that I would be at that position if in 8 months.
You are on number 1 ranking right now? Or
yeah, no, I'm on number 1.
You are number 1 ranking.
And I'm going to be at the number 1 because
Mr. Abdul Sattar is here, and you are going to be number 1. How?
Because
I was absent when he got first position.
Now you have rejoined, and how about this? What about this? And Mr. Naresh, you are also the part. Naresh, what is your present ranking?
Sir, on 15.
You are on 15. So you are very much back. And what is the reason of this?
So because of my less of attendance.
You are remaining absent.
Yes.
For that. So you are going to counter. You are going to improve that thing.
I will.
You will. So Naresh is looking a little what? little upset today. I don't know.
Because of on the 15 number ranking.
Yes,
Yes,
Yes, sir. Okay, tell me the experience of your first day, and also tell that from where you have heard about us, about me, and tell the experience when you have seen me first.
Yeah, I heard about you as well as OSAPs as I completed my intermediate, I started to to be a shopkeeper. My father also said me that if
To be a shopkeeper?
yeah, you have to do your work and as well as you have to continue your study. I was a little worried about it, but my brother Kamran, as he was also the famous speaker as well as the writer of
Yes,
Osseps.
he has been, he has been.
He suggested me that, brother, you need not to do things like that. If you do not to be the burden on the parents, I said I'm not burden on the parents, but he said me that if you think you want to achieve something in your life, first you have to join a field that is related to education. He also appointed me as a teacher in a school, and after that he
How
suggested
your
me,
younger brother appointed you? Means he helped you in some way?
because he was a star there.
He was a student, he was a student.
Yeah, he was a student and he considered as to be a star of the school. That's why teacher suggested him that if you have any person that can join us, you could bring him. So as I appointed, at night he said me, brother, you need to join OSEPs. I said, have you gone mate? How can I join OSEPs? There they only speaks English and I couldn't speak English. That how can I join and how can I be? When I see you, I become afraid because you talk in English. I don't like this habit. You become stars in society and you are really great writer. Why can I? Then he told me that, brother, you have more intelligence than me. You can do anything if you want to do. And the right platform in that city, that town will be the OSEPs.
Okay.
So as I can.
So it's really a very long, story. You have to cut your long story short, really.
Yeah.
What do you think, Mr. Naresh? You have to tell your beginning. Means how the beginning came in your life of SEPS.
So from the beginning, I heard when I joined the college. So I see
College of what? Which college?
Kainat Public College
Kainat,
in
okay.
first grade.
Mhm.
So when I joined the college, then I see some speakers in my college, in my class. So they are really a good speaker. So when I see them, their talent, their experience, their way of speaking. So in my heart, there arrived the thing that I should be a speaker.
Good.
Then from them I asked from where you have learned, from where you have to say speaker.
So do you exactly remember that? Means how many months and how much time you have spent here?
Sir, actually I have spent 2 years here.
2 years here. So it's quite. And you were not good student. I remember when you joined here.
Yes, sir.
Like you were very hesitant. You were unable to speak. You were unable to write essays. And now you are a speaker and you are doing quite good things. And still
Changed.
Yeah, you have changed quite. So do you find yourself improved one?
Of course, sir, I am improving.
Okay, that's
Yes.
wonderful. So Arisar, coming back to you. So how much time you have spent here?
I have spent here approximately 14 months.
14 months.
Yes. And
So very calculating person.
Yeah.
Okay, that's good time. Good
and
time.
I started when I was in metric class. Then I saw the students of OSEPS center. They were speaking English very in the very proper English. They were speaking and
For English, that
Yes.
means fluent English.
yes, fluent English. They fluently and eloquently they could speak English. And then I saw and I asked them, from where you got this Holland? From where you got this? How can you speak English in the very nice way? Then they suggested me to join OSEPS because I was not good in English. Then I completed my matric. I completed my first year, and then I joined the first time at OSEPS. And my first day, when my first day was, and I saw I saw Sir Mumtaz Bhatti.
It was
who
the
present-
first meeting you
Yes.
are talking about. And
Yes.
what was the first impression on your mind when you saw me? This is the question, I think. This is the question I will ask you in the rapid fire or somewhere.
I was I was totally feared. I was totally confused.
So I'm that much fearful in
because you were because you was speaking English.
So
It
that,
was,
that,
I was
then
nothing
what?
in English.
He was afraid
I was
of
nothing.
English.
I was nothing in English
Mhm.
because I could not speak English.
Mhm.
I was totally hesitated. That's why I was feared.
Okay, so really nice. Anybody would like to add something?
Yes, I will.
Yes, please, Naresh.
Sir, when I heard about you, the Mamta Bhatti, the teacher, so when I first day when came at OCPS, then
It was OCPS in those
yes, sir.
days.
Yes.
At that time, I see all our students are sitting, and I didn't see a person, a teacher. So I don't know where is the teacher.
I might be sitting somewhere among the
Yes, sir.
students. Yeah.
And you are looking a boy,
Yep.
a young person.
Mhm.
So I didn't feel that you are a teacher at that time. So
Am I looking teacher right now?
yes, sir.
Yes.
You are now.
Thank you. Okay.
And so when you are the young, I didn't feel that you are a good teacher, a good speaker. But when I learn the activity, learn the speaking, then I really enjoy a lot.
So yeah, Imran, you want to add something?
When I came here, I was not as much expecting that all of can talk English. There should be 2 or 3 speaker can talk eloquently. But when I saw, I was stunned. All of guys were talking in English, and
Means it
they
was,
were
it
not
was
only
your first thinking that only
few more guys, because
but later on you
yeah. Because I have experience in that society. There are 2 or 3 intelligent students. We consider that, but all of students are
Yeah, all the students.
intelligent. This is happened here. And when eloquent speaker came, and I was stunned because all these guys were doing effort.
Everybody speaks here. Everybody.
They were not only speaking English, but they have some qualities. They have some skills to them. I was very.
Alhamdulillah, we have this skills. So wonderful experiences that you have said, and now should we move towards our activity? And the first activity is super chat, and I'm going to ask 3 questions. And yes, the man sitting in front of me is Imran. And 3 questions I would like to ask about super question, super answer.
Yeah.
So I would like to ask. Ready?
I'm ready.
Okay.
Good.
So number 1 question is 3 questions, huh? And every
Yeah.
question carries 10 marks. So can you give me the pen? I have
Yes.
to write the marks as well. Thank you, Mr.
Thank you,
Arisar.
sir.
Thank